Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where I've tried a bunch of things. I can't get this to go back to the Empire of Air. I don't know why it's doing this. The Empire title is definitely actually the Empire of Air. Okay, well, I guess this is going to be what it's going to have to be for now. Sure. We'll just pretend this is the Empire of Air. Now, there's one thing that I noticed right at the tail end of last episode that I wanted to address this episode, and that is, of course, this guy had his own land that we gave him before he inherited. However, we don't have to give it away. We should, though. We absolutely should, because if we... Whoa, that was a little laggy to zoom in. It's often that way the first time. If we come up here, we can see this is only a 2-holding county that we really don't want, but this isn't actually the one we have. This is ours here, a 2-holding county. We really don't want this, so we're just going to grant this off to somebody who is the correct religion and culture, and that will give us an additional holding slot for our domain. Now, I probably actually should have waited on that, because the original plan was to wait until this barony finished. I should have waited on it, but it's okay. It would have been slightly more efficient to do that when this barony finished, but that's fine. We do get a new stewardship perk available, and we're going to immediately grab golden obligations. Excellent, because we are going to need cash. Our monthly income? Not so great. You can see here, our men-at-arms immediately switched over to costing cash instead of prestige. This guy is apparently attempting to join a faction, but we actually don't care that he's doing this. He's only exercising his rights. Like, these factions are not going to be a problem. Not for a bit, anyway. So we've discovered Mubarazun, and we may want to consider reworking our men-at-arms a little bit with that. We're, of course, working on left African canoes. I suppose west is left on the map. Sure, West African canoes is what we're working on, and that will reduce our embarkation cost by 25%, so that's not too bad, really. But, of course, it's going to be a while before we have the early medieval period unlocked. We don't care about this war, it's completely irrelevant to us, and so we are not participating in it. However, I do want to look in here and take a look at our pikemen here versus our camel riders. Now, I'm interested in creating a unit of Mubarazun. They are just better than armored footmen. They do a lot more damage. They're tougher as well. And they counter spearmen and heavy infantry. Interesting. Now our camel riders counter archers. And our archers... Our bowmen here. Our bowmen counter skirmishers. So we don't have anything here that counters cavalry if we get rid of our pikemen. So I think what we do is we get rid of this unit of camel riders, which only counter archers, and are not as strong as Mubarazun. Now they're better at pursuit, and they're also better at screen. But I think we get rid of this unit of camel riders, and we instead put in a unit of Mubarazun. And we will go ahead and scale that up to the current maximum level with all of the gold that we've got. Fantastic. That should make our men-at-arms a little bit more powerful, although it'll be less good at dealing with heavy, or rather with archer-heavy compositions. That's okay. Wandala has finished up construction over here, and we should definitely work on that desert agriculture. We are, of course, converting a lot of this over. And that's completely fine. That'll take some time to do. Kotoko up here, and these we can't really change. We could upgrade this small hill fort, but I don't think there's a reason for us to do that. So I'm not going to bother. There is now a dangerous faction, and it's this independence faction. It's barely a dangerous faction, though. To the point where if we had a better marshal, I don't think it would be a problem. Unfortunately, we can't fire this marshal for a while. Blocked from removing for a really long time. So that's going to be a slight issue. However, this rebellion is currently 31 months out. And our construction on this castle is 20 months out. So I think we're going to be okay. I don't think we'll have to worry about that very much. Also, in that time, people might like us a little bit more. We'll see. We can usurp this high chiefdom. which is over here. Yeah, that's actually something we should do. We can go ahead and do that. We'll gain prestige from that. That'll bump us up a little bit on our journey towards Illustrious. That's great. And we will hand that off to, say, this guy. Perfect. Okay, so there's that done. I'm interested in bumping our prestige up further. I'm going to go ahead and host a feast here. We'll lose stress. That's great. We don't have any stress to lose. This is mostly to make us some friends, as well as to gain a little bit more prestige and work towards Illustrious. Excellent. Yep, we will gain opinion there. And you can already see this faction has already dropped in power. So that's great. That is absolutely great. We could grow closer to forming a friendship over a rivalry. Thank you very much. The other thing we could do is start working up our crown authority, but that's going to be a while. And of course, we're going to want to have a little bit more opinion with our vassals before we do that. Hide tents have been constructed in Bornu, which is of course here, and we will go ahead and upgrade that to camp cooks. Great. So you can see we're definitely plowing through the money that we saved up. There's no doubt about that. This was, of course, on purpose. Hide tents have been constructed in Yao as well, and we will go ahead and bump that up also to military camps. Wonderful. There's a crusade for Jerusalem. We are probably not going to participate in that. Abbasid is kind of on their own. We do, however, want to build hunters' lodges. We'll give our son a reasonable trait. I don't like being negative in piety all the time. She's requesting us for a divorce. I accept. What could possibly go wrong without investigating that? We'll get some pastoral lands building as well. Wonderful. And this is all well underway. We did just finish a convert faith task, and we should probably continue working on more faith conversions. Excellent. We could also go through and request that people convert over. That is something that is a possibility. But I think we'll hold off on that for the moment. I'm also interested in attacking Gurma. Our income is a little on the low side right now for it. How much? Oh, they actually only have 2k. We could potentially do a subjugation of them. Or this guy's claims. We would need 10 more prestige. And actually, we can't do subjugation anymore. That's right. I think pressing this guy's claims is the correct thing to do. He is our vassal, and I believe he would remain our vassal. I believe he would. But I'm absolutely going to wait on the additional prestige here. We do not want to drop a level of fame. That would be a really, really bad thing to do right now. So we will go ahead and let this tick forward for another month, and then we'll declare this. Now, he's currently up to about 3,000. That's not all that relevant. We'll declare this now. Excellent. We can see that his army is here in raiding mode. And yeah, this looks completely fine. So we'll go ahead and put a rally point here until our men-at-arms arrive. It's actually walking straight in here. Is a hostile army. Not super useful, if I'm honest. Not super useful at all. We're going to drop a rally point up here then. And we'll continue raising all. Actually, we can't, because these guys are raising them. We have to wait till this battle ends. I should have looked at that. That was, of course, my own fault. Okay. We'll raise our troops here then. And our men-at-arms should arrive relatively soon. That was, of course, our nearby levies. Okay, he's walking back up over here. Our men-at-arms have arrived. And we're going to make our way up north. We'll see if these guys get caught or not. And yeah, the conquest up here... Wait, that is actually still going? They're pulling that back. Okay. Well, I wish them luck on that. I truly, truly do. We're going to siege Gurma's capital. And get that underway. And yeah, we're spending a lot of money on this war. We knew this would happen. This was always going to happen. This barony over here is about 7 months away from finishing. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. We're not going to call on our ally. That is not necessary. Gout-ridden, huh? Well, we're even worse now. Who's our player heir? That is this guy. What is our succession going to be looking like? Absolutely awful. Because we have 4 sons right now. Yeah, this is going to be real bad. I think we'll survive, to be fair. The gout will probably go away. So I don't think we'll have to worry about this just yet. Trading posts have been built there. That's fine. This will offset some of our income. The Emir must pay his due. It is true. This would increase his feudal taxes to us, though. That would be better for us. We're going to do that. Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and station besiegers here. And that is not like this, actually. I'm going to station our onagers and around this many levies. And over we go. And we're going to go fight these guys. Just a little bit. I'm sure they'll be okay with it. Wonderful. Should be no real problem. With our Mubarazun, we should be even more powerful in this sort of fight. We do need a new spy master, and this guy would make a good option. Fantastic. There we go. Do we stack wipe this? No, we do not. That's okay. We'll just make our way back over this way. Maybe we assault this, but I don't think so. It's actually pulled positive now. But yeah, I'm not going to participate in this crusade. We're expected to pledge military support or donate gold. How do we donate gold? Like, I don't actually want to do this. We'll pledge ourselves, I suppose. But I don't think we actually need to help out here. We'll just get part of the war chest, according to the war contribution. Okay. Maybe we'll help out. We'll have to see how that ends up playing out. So let's just finish up this siege. 50 days on that. No big deal. Camp Cooks have been constructed in Gazargamo. That's great. That is, of course, our capital. So that's currently maxed out for our current tech level. We do like to see that. Our second barony over here in Yao is going to be complete in 45 days, and that will be another big boon for us. Our siege of Balanga is now over, and we got a good hostage out of it. That's nice. So that, of course, puts us at 97% in terms of the war score, and we'll just make our way up over this way. These guys might decide to fight us. No, it looks like they're heading up this way. That's cool. Now, I think this guy is in a separate war, right? Actually, no. This is just a raid. This is a huge raid. But okay. I guess that's just a raid. Here's the Crusade for Jerusalem. Okay, that's fine. We don't care too much about that. We do, however, need to hand off this mosque to a low noble. And we should probably begin construction of... I'm just thinking here. Things that we don't intend to hold ourselves should probably be cash, right? So we'll build farms and fields there. Excellent. Okay, so the Crusade has begun, and there's not a ton we can do about that right now. What is the war goal on that? Just the Kingdom of Jerusalem? Okay. Camp Cooks have been constructed. We'll deal with that later on. Of course, we do need to put in pastoral lands here, but we're missing cash for that. That's okay. Hello. Look at these guys right here. We'll go ahead and station onagers in these levies. And in we come. Excellent. This will give us the war score that we need to finish this. Absolutely. 100%. These guys joining in would be awkward, to be sure. But they're not going to. They're no longer hostile. That's great. Okay, let's wrap this up. We will enforce our demands. There we go. We now control all of this, and we will put these troops right on down. Yeah, it'll take them time to return home, but that's fine. Now, the next question is, do we participate in this crusade? Maybe we just send our men-at-arms up there? Maybe. I mean, that will cost us money. That said, we can grab War Profiteer, which will help us tremendously. Yeah, that does help. It's not huge, I suppose. I wouldn't mind demanding a payment from this guy and ransoming some prisoners. Already considering? Okay. So let's get ourselves a little bit of gold here. And yeah, 9.8 isn't the worst. Are we still paying for reinforcement over here? No, we're not. Okay, so that'll be the differential there. That's fine. That is completely fine. We have a lot of investment to do, though. A lot of investment. Like, we definitely want to build farms and fields over here. That's for sure. Anything that is not a castle holding, we want to have maximum cash out of. And ideally, we hold some of these things ourselves, but for now, this will have to do. We can probably send our men-at-arms up there to help them, but we're not going to send anybody else. I do wish there was a way to just raise the men-at-arms. I really, really wish there was a button here for just men-at-arms. But alas, there is not. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to raise everybody up here. But once they're done raising, once the men-at-arms get here, we're going to have to disband the levies, which is a fiddly way to do it, for sure. It'd be great if you could only raise the men-at-arms. So we're losing 2 piety per month right now, mostly from too few spouses, actually. We should probably do something about that. Hail? Sure. There we go. And we will transfer this guy over as well. May as well. And how about another decent congenital trait? Sayadid? That'll work. Excellent. And we still have too few spouses, so how about quick? That looks good. Now we're losing only half a point of piety per month, which is mostly because of our gluttony. Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to solve that gluttony issue pretty soon. It'll take our troops some time to get up there, of course. But once our men-at-arms arrive, that's all we need. I really wish there was a way to only raise men-at-arms, though, because I don't want to send levies up there. Too expensive. I want to be investing in our holdings right now, is what I really, really want. This crusade is awkwardly timed, but I guess it'll do. Come on, men-at-arms. I know you have to travel all the way from over here, but even so. Make your way over. That's a few levies that have made it so far, but absolutely nothing from the men-at-arms. Yeah, you can see here... Wait, is ticking war score against us? No, they've occupied Barca. Where's Barca? Oh, come on. That's awkward. I guess we'll just have to search for it. F doesn't work. Okay, I don't know where Barca is. Oh, they're up here. I gotcha. This is where the Byzantines are. Okay, it's going to be interesting to see how they get there. And we're going to stop gathering this, and we're going to disband just the men-at-arms. So we will move the levies out of here. Get out of here, you levies. Everybody else will remain up, and we'll disband this group. And these guys will head up this direction. They may or may not die. We'll see. Okay, so we're currently losing some cash, but I suspect... Will we continue to lose cash as we make our way up? That's the question. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We don't care about that war. That was completely irrelevant. We want to ransom this guy for sure. And this castle is, of course, complete at this point. Do we have ticking war score now? We do have ticking war score. That's great. This guy would keep the trait gluttonous. He would instead be impatient. Sure. We'll make him impatient. So the Byzantines are up here now, and we're not going to be able to contribute too much with these numbers, right? But this is fine. Are these actually Byzantines? No, these are just generic Catholics. Byzantines are Orthodox, of course. So that's going to be a little bit there before we really can contribute too much. But I suspect we're going to win this. I don't think this crusade succeeds. Oh yeah. This crusade is not going to succeed. If this is all they've got. We get a weak favor on our player heir. Or we could become friends with him. We're going to take the hook. Oh, we already had a head of house hook, didn't we? I probably should have taken the friends. Okay, so we're going to win this battle. No problem. Maybe we should come over here and take back this territory to get ourselves some war contribution. I don't want to contribute much to this. This is already more than I want to contribute. We're at 29% war score, and that's going to continue coming up. There are these guys here. Yeah, there's a lot of troops over here. But I kind of don't care. We're going to make our way over and see if we can get away with this. This is very cheeky. There's no doubt about that. Stop being gluttonous. Wonderful. Okay, so we currently can't get away with it. That's fine. We're just going to make our way up over this way. And there's a lot of Catholic troops over here for sure. But we're safe on the water. Like, we can just chill here and see what they're going to do. Yeah, we're losing supplies here, but that's fine. I'm interested in seeing if their troops are going to hang around. So let's let these guys leave. There they go. We're up to 43% war score right now. These guys are dealing with all this. I want to have at least some war contribution right now. We have literally none right now. So we're not going to get much, right? We know this. But let's just go ahead and come and attack these guys right now and see what happens. We're going to have to keep an eye on this and make sure that they don't attack us back. But that's okay. We could borrow gold from this guy. Why would we do this? We're not that desperate. We're not really desperate at all. So 9 months on this siege, huh? Is that going to get better when our recently disembarked goes away? It might, actually. Did I disband the onagers? Where are the onagers? I believe I may have disbanded the onagers. I did! Okay, I'm a moron. Well, we already knew that. So, no real change there. We seem to be pulling them over this way. That's interesting. That's very interesting. This is going to be worth 7% war score. So this is going to be a 14% swing. Or no, just a 7% swing. I'm a moron. That is not how war score occupation works. We're going to have to bail from this real quickly, though, once we get this. In fact, we may want to bail now. This is greedy. Staying here is really greedy. We gotta go. We did manage to pull them away. We're gonna go to our territory. Yeah, we definitely pulled them away over here. We're not technically gonna get war contribution, but we did a lot there, actually. We delayed them very heavily. Look at how much they responded with. That's insane. Okay, well, we're just going to go back to our territory and put these guys down, is honestly what's going to happen. We're not going to get any war contribution from this, and I'm okay with that. I've got other problems that I want to have finished right now. They're going to keep chasing us. Okay, if they want to keep chasing us, this is fine. The Abbasids are, well, this is less fine. Apparently they catch us. Not particularly fine. I would have liked to not get caught here, that's for sure. That's okay, though. That is okay. We're going to retreat if we can. We actually can retreat now. Get out of there. We were like 1 day before getting stack wiped. Actually, we did get stack wiped. That is completely fine. These guys will just get reinforced. So technically, we probably get some contribution now, don't we? Yeah, we actually... We're at 20% contribution? I'll take it. We're going to win that war. We're not going to contribute anything else to them. That is completely done. Nothing else at all. Wonderful. So we're going to need to work on our cash for sure. We are getting close to another lifestyle here. We're going to be able to grab Hergeld, which will be a bit of a boost for us. And then we're going to work our way down Administrator as usual. We're going to be continuing to lose money here until our men-at-arms get reinforced, which will take a little while, like 5 months or so. No big deal. These guys getting stack wiped was unfortunate, but ultimately it might actually be profitable with that 20% war contribution. We're at 82%, and it's continuing to tick in our favor. So that's great. And it looks like our allies are landing over here and might be about to wrap up this war. They're going to attack over here, and I think they win this. So do the Christians. They're backing off. Do they catch them here? No. No, they don't. Are they going to siege this or attack? That's the question. And it looks like they're going to siege it. It's what they should do anyway. They might try to siege it while also chasing. That's something they could do, I suppose. We'll grab Airgeld, and that will put us to minus 1.7 per month. Excellent. And the question is, after this battle, which will probably end the war, what is the war contribution going to look like? 15. We take that. I feel like we didn't do anything. We'll take 15% war contribution. So be it. Okay, great. That gave us a level of fame, which is pretty useful for us. But what we really need right now is to work up our cash. Now that'll be coming back up once our men-at-arms are replenished, and they're getting pretty close to that. So we'll work on that, and we will work on continuing to invest in our locations here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.